Warning: this is a comedy satire show. Nothing that we say here should be taken seriously. This show is filmed for entertainment purposes only. By continuing to listen or watch, you consent and understand what's about to happen. Enjoy the show.
What is the best and worst first date of all time? Welcome back, everybody, to the mikeyanek show. Pew, 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 pew. Part number 1, debate club. In the next 20 minutes, we're going to be debating and discussing what is the best and worst first date of all time. With this week, no, they're not guests. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, they're experts on the topic. Aaron Wood, Leon Tuffy from the Spread Negativity podcast.
First date expert.
Not one person is going to believe that I am any sort of date expert, let alone, well, worst ones maybe. I'm sweating, Mike. I'm not going to lie. I'm sweating. I feel
this is definitely the worst first date of all time for me.
I'm late.
I mean, fashionably late.
Yeah. There's nothing fashionable about the level of sweat, mate. My glasses are steaming up. I'm giving off hot heat right
Imagine
now.
you turned up to a first date in an orange hoodie.
My name's Liam.
Sweating your tits off. It's fucking undateable. So like,
Do you think this outfit is the worst date of all time?
Do you not like it? I feel like it's...
I am a fan of a hoodie though.
No, it's colour, it's comfort, it's the season for it, Mike. What are you on
No
about?
branding on both of you, I've noticed. Like, there's
Tuffy.
zero branding on both of you.
Yeah, there's...
Why do you have merch that we should have bought? Did we not get that message? Were you going to be like, Mike
The
Yanek
merch
show
is coming. The
t-shirts?
merch is coming. It's going to be your two faces. Like,
I'll take a pair of sunglasses if you've got them.
Yeah.
All right, so let's discuss then. Should we start with the best or the worst first date of all time? Let's unpack this. Where do you want to go with this?
Well, would you like to speak first?
We'll start
I
with
don't
the
want to
best.
talk. The best.
Start with the best.
All right.
So what do you think is the best? Like, should we use you as example? Like your cases, what was the first date with your respective misses, or should we talk like overall?
Mine's not a good example.
Mine's
Oh,
like-
we definitely. Okay, so we're definitely starting with you then. That's fucking easy. That.
I was so poor at the time that my first date was Rebecca offering to take us out for a romantic Italian meal, right?
Oh, nice.
And she paid for the bill. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yes, man. Yes, queen.
She's a gentleman. I
Yes,
don't know how to
She's a
gentlewoman. I don't know how to
Gentlewoman, yeah.
say it, yeah, because I was so poor. But the worst thing about my first date, man, was I had to have a wank in the toilet at work before it.
Hold on. This sounds like my type of date.
Why is he
What's
laughing?
happening?
That's wise.
No, but it wasn't like that. It was a medical wank. I had
that's
to
what
do
I mean,
it.
that's wise.
I had to do it.
I don't know why he's laughing. She's a good-looking girl.
That is funny. That is
I
funny.
think I would too.
It wasn't even.
Wait, hang on. Was it over her?
No, it was. I had to do
I don't
it.
know if that's better or worse.
The job I had at the time, mate, I barely didn't think of anything. I just had to.
imagination?
It was imagination. It was just go. So basically, me and Rebecca, the first week of us, we'd been friends for ages. The first week of us seeing each other was a lot of she is going to fucking hate me for this. I think I've already talked about it on our podcast, but it was pretty much like a lot of dry humping for like a week. She was coming round. We would talk for hours, getting to know each other.
When you say coming round, it sounds like you've had to wake her up.
Yeah, there. It's okay. Come to me. Yeah, get eyes in the room. No, we So there was basically just a lot of heavy petting. Like we would be kissing, things would get steamy, but there was no sex, right?
Yes,
so
man.
when it
Jacob, do you have like sexy music or something we can play, like saxophone or something? I'm getting turned on over here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So
Fucking hell, man.
before the date, I was in work and I got this incredible lower back pain. I've never had anything like it, and I could feel it tingling up my gooch and hitting me balls a bit. So I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So I googled it. I can't remember the collection of words that I googled, but I googled it and it came up that blue balls is a thing. I had so I was getting repeated stimulation with no release, right? And it was built up, and it was causing me all this pain. And it said on the list of symptoms and that at the end, it said the only treatment is immediate release. And I just followed the doctor's orders, baby. Went in the cubicle, tugged it as little as it needed to just go off, and then the back pain was gone. I couldn't have back pain on my first date.
Was that from the NHS
So
website? the blue balls. It's like some 60-year-old granny who's been in the industry for 45 years, just like, hey, blue balls.
Take pictures as you do it and send them to this email address so we can diagnose.
Your balls are very big. Was that on the NHS website? That you read that? Because everything is on the NHS website.
Look it up, Jacob.
I thought that what you were saying was you needed to have the wank so that you'd
Perform.
better with Beck.
I was never going to perform, being honest. that never even considered.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
I don't think we did consummate after the first date.
How long did it
Have you
took
yet?
you? How long did it took you to consummate? How many days?
A gentleman never tells.
Roughly. Oh, listen, by the way, we're doing double date in a few weeks, so I'll make sure that this episode is out before my missus meets your missus, and we make sure you have to make your missus watch this episode and watch my missus watch this episode and the previous one, so she knows more about you. She'll know a lot about you.
I'd rather her not.
No, I'll make sure. I'll make sure she watches.
Suddenly Liam doesn't want the double date.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun, bro. We can film it if you want for extra content or something. Put a camera
Put it on the Patreon.
Fuck it, bro. Patreon.com/mikeyanek. Let's
Everyone
go, man.
will see me getting beasted in real time. Yeah, yeah, she treats me well.
So how about you? How about you then, Aaron? What was your first date like?
With Beth, you mean, or just in general?
Well, what's the name of your girlfriend?
Beth.
Beth.
Yeah.
Okay, with her. I mean, how many misses did you have? Fucking hell, man.
Look at him.
Crushing it, bro. It's the trendy hairstyle. It's the trendy. He doesn't know how to take a compliment. I just realized that. Yeah.
You've got youth. You've got vigor. You've got arrogance. That's the main thing.
Mm.
Really.
That's-
You could sell a pen to a fucking, I was going to say homeless man, as if they don't need to write stuff down. Moving on.
That's from last week's episode when you were here. You got yourself into some deep water. Okay, so yeah, that's all right. It's fine. It's no worry. We're gonna drain the pool. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll fix it, post it. How about you? What was your first date?
Me and Beth didn't really have a first date because she didn't want to date me, and she kept saying no to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
And-
when I was
thought
trying
no
to
meant
take her
no.
out. Huh?
I thought no meant no.
Yeah. But not over text.
Well,
It's a non-consensual relationship.
he's cancelled himself, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
got a yoga class to go to.
Drink out that one, mate.
What I meant was
The inevitable has happened. Aaron Wood has cancelled himself
listen.
on the Mike Yanek show.
This is not spread negativity. There's no edits over here, ladies and gentlemen. Pulling back the curtain. There's no edits. Here you go, lad.
What I meant was, I would say to her, like, do you want to go out for a drink on Friday? And she'd go, oh, no, I'm not free. And then suggest Monday. And then I wouldn't be free. And then she'd go, oh, like, what about this date? And then I'll be like, no, I can't do that. So I'd go, what about this date? And she couldn't. So it went back and forth for like 2 weeks. And in the end, we both became free dead last minute. So she just came round and we watched a movie. And it wasn't even anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, just watched a movie. It wasn't like that. But I genuinely wanted to take her out and fucking wine and dine her and stuff because I liked her. But she just never let it happen because she kept saying no to me, which I later found out.
What was the first movie? What was the movie you watched?
That's a good question. I wouldn't.
What was the first movie we watched? I don't know.
That movie.
Oh, I know what it was. I
What was
do
it?
remember. It was Madagascar. Because I know it word for word and I can recite it pretty much. And
You didn't say that to her, did you?
yeah,
Pull it up, Jacob. Let's go.
Is that how you fucking... you said we didn't have time. Are we going to sit... Fucking, what's his name? King Lucian?
King Julian. Come
Oh,
on,
no,
man.
Julian.
sorry,
I watched it recently.
I don't know because I'm not 12 years old.
Move it. I like to move it. That's a good movie, man. That is
Didn't
a
you
good fucking
debate
movie.
fucking DC Comics on the last episode with him?
Yeah, we did, and
Yeah.
I like comic books.
Yeah,
Leave
yeah,
me
not
alone.
12 years
That's why I
old,
wanted to do it because you don't let me talk about that.
This is the
Not
B
years
show.
old.
This is the B show of the. You have spread negativity. This is, you know, you have like in wrestling, you have Raw, which is the main show, and SmackDown is the B show.
Nah, we're
This
not
is the
12
B
years
show.
old.
This is the B show. he knows. No, your brother is into wrestling. Don't pretend like you don't know.
Guilty
Come
by
on, lad.
association. I didn't actually know that's how it worked, but thank you for the peek.
A
behind
show
the
is
curtain.
like, because it's longer, and the B show is shorter, but it's more compact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like the Mike Yanek show.
Just like me and Aaron on this couch.
Yeah. yes. Okay, so I think, but hold on. Okay, that's not that. Like your first date it's a proper date. You know, how did you know your girlfriend before that, or like how did you?
Tinder. We met on Tinder.
Oh.
So I was like asking her out, and then she just like we just couldn't make a time that worked. And then like I say, like last minute we both became free, and she was like, "Oh, I'm actually free tonight," and there was no time to like plan anything because they were talking like this was at 7 p.m. You know what I mean? So
When you had your first proper date,
I wish I had more to offer.
what was it?
To Beth, really. I wish I had more, just something else. But yeah, we didn't do much.
When you had your first proper date, what was that like?
I think we just went for some drinks, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really remember. It was 4 years ago, man.
Oh.
If you could redo it though, you were asking what the best is. If you could redo it, what is the best first date?
Oh, well, for a start, Beth wouldn't be there. You know?
Sorry, Beth, we're taking shots at you this episode. know it. It's Mikey Boy over here.
Is that your nickname?
You're gonna be late to my show, bro? Disrespecting me like that in front of Jacob. Okay.
Jacob's going to yoga. I don't think you have to try and look good.
I'm counting.
Jacob, can you put up the fucking screen? Why the screen
I
is
thought he
off?
was going to say the yoga class.
Why the screen is off? So much disrespect. Okay, tell me, if you can have your ideal first date, what would that be like? With Beth or like
Bush. Come on, Bush just came up. On
Did he?
Yeah, less about brand of the TV. And I actually quite like a bit of
Bush?
Yeah, I don't mind.
You
it.
pro foliage?
Yeah.
I have no choice, really. I meant with me, not at, oh God. The Mike Yanek show is where I come to just dig.
Yeah. And I'm loving every second. That's why I'm being quiet. The one time I'm being quiet, I'm just watching this train wreck. I love it. I feel like Steven Seagal in Under Siege 2 when he's on the train. You know what I'm saying? It's just mayhem.
Never seen
Deep reference there.
Don't bring him up again. We talked about him on the last episode and I'm still
All right. Come on.
Right.
Tell me, Aaron. Tell me, what would the perfect date, how would that look like?
Oh, it'd just be in a different country,
Different
Yeah, but are you whisking? All right, the fucking Tinder swindler taking girls abroad on the first date. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's a baller move, that,
I've
isn't
seen
it?
Friends
Lanzarote.
once.
Yeah,
Seen friends once. He took her to Rome. I was like, that's pretty cool.
it's better than fucking Nando's, isn't it? Going to Lanzarote or
Nando's?
Rome.
Nando's is all right.
Don't get me fucking started on. What do you think of Nando's, Mike?
Oh shit! I've been
Thank
there once.
fuck.
I've been there once because like
Right,
I
but
don't,
he's foreign. They've got better food. They have better food. He's not having this fake Portuguese chicken.
I was going.
So
It's
he's a bad
Portuguese.
example.
Nando's is foreign.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's fake.
yeah,
Fake
but it's
foreign.
with British
It's like
ingredients
fucking
and British spices.
Yes,
so
it's like it's not.
no
It's not
good.
It's not the
no
same.
good.
You're not getting Nando's in Portugal.
You are though. You're going to get
No,
it
but like-
authentic.
no,
I know what you mean.
that's-
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a
It's not good.
bastardization.
Okay, so tell me about
Fuck
the worst date then.
Nando's.
How about, should we start with you, Liam? Did you ever had like a horrible date? It doesn't have to be first date. And if you didn't have any, what that horrible date you think would look like?
I think that I have had zero dating experience, and I regret selecting this topic to talk about.
Really? It was a last minute replacement, ladies and gentlemen.
I know. No, I mean, I think the worst date for me, right, and it was just humiliating because I was in secondary school and there was a girl that she was like I say, technically my girlfriend.
I thought you were going to say 10.
well,
I was in secondary school. She was 10.
I was 21. She was 13. No, we were both like, 13, 14. We'd gone to the cinema to watch a movie together.
No way. No shit. I thought you were just there to just look at the fucking...
Well, I had other intentions.
Right.
But I ended up watching, it was called Blue Crush. You ever heard of it? It's a fucking shit movie about surfers. And it literally it was one of the only things on at the time. And I just remember being sat next to this girl. And the whole film, I was just trying to pluck up the courage.
Oh, yes, man.
to do
Yes,
that, yeah.
yes, to do the movie. Yeah.
And I did
all
it.
right, this.
And I did it. And she did what Aaron did. And she snuggled in. Ooh. And then the fucking credits rolled.
Really?
It took me the entire movie
Fucking
to pluck
2
up
hours
the courage
then,
just
innit?
to do that. Yeah.
Damn,
That's the
dude.
worst date I've ever had because I'm
At least
just
the
such
film
a
finished
puss.
before you could.
I didn't fucking finish, man. I never closed the deal. I was such a shitbag.
But do you think that, what did you do after that, after the movie? It was finished. Did you go home?
Got the
or-
bus home, yeah.
That's it? Really? That's it?
Genuinely, mate, I'm the worst. I just had no game whatsoever. Yeah, it's a miracle that I'm married. Why do you think I'm married?
Messed
Yeah.
up with one Mega Rider and got on with another.
He sits in the pocket, bro. I can see him. He's in the pocket just thinking about these jokes. You know?
As soon as my mouth is
I love
open,
it.
he just waits.
Yeah, man. I love it.
For me to, because I inevitably just talk about embarrassing things that happened, and Aaron just rubs his hand like,
Yeah.
grimy
He's
piece
having
of
a
shit.
wank in the bathroom as well. During the many breaks we take and spread negativity.
Gotta alleviate that back pain, man. Gotta alleviate that back pain.
Movie is a horrible date, I think, because like you don't get
It's
to
true.
talk to nobody.
It's for people that are just boring, I think. That
You
can't
can't
have a
talk.
conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't talk.
Yeah, first date, you shouldn't do that. Also, never take a first date on a stand-up comedy show as well. That's a horrible idea.
I
think.
did that.
Fuck off.
Fucking
I
hell.
legit did that.
Why do you think
And
that
I was
a
on
good
that
idea?
night.
Oh my god!
Oh,
You
come on. We
fucking
have 6
big
minutes.
dick
Let's
energy.
wrap up with this. Yeah.
Oh,
so
you knocked me
the
sick.
disqualify as a horrible first date.
I mean, I did okay. It was at Meet the Frog.
Okay.
And she didn't know I did stand up yet. And
Be the Frog is a gong show in Manchester for those of you who don't know. You have to go on stage, do 5 minutes, people have cards.
you don't always do 5 minutes, you know what I mean?
People pull up 3 cards, you off. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm just explaining to
So
people
she She didn't know that I did stand up at the time. I mean, to be fair, I couldn't really call it stand up at the time. I did something, held a microphone, probably a bit too low. But yeah, I went to the toilet and then got introduced. And
What?
Do you remember Dan Bates?
Did you think
He
that
was
this
there
was
that
going to
night.
make you look like Superman? Were you just like,
No,
I am Kevin Hart?
admittedly, no, it genuinely wasn't like that. She asked what I was doing that night, and I was booked in to do Beat the Frog.
bull?
No, genuinely.
No, but a part of you thought, I'm going to show her who's boss.
No, I thought it would be funny to, like the fact that she didn't know. Do you know what I mean?
Just admit you're an egomaniac. It's okay. You're with friends.
It genuinely wasn't anything like that. I was doing it that night as she asked what I was doing.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, I'm going to see in a comedy show if you fancy coming. Yeah. And then, And then, to be fair, I did pretty well. And then we went for a few drinks afterwards. I survived the 5 minutes. I didn't end up winning, but I survived the 5 minutes and I did well and it was a fun gig. And then we went for a few drinks and we ended up on Deansgate Locks. And she was like hammered, going like, he's a comedian to like this random guy.
God.
And this guy was like, I know Michael McIntyre's agent. I'm going to make sure he signs you. And I never heard from him again.
And look at you now.
I
at
was
the
just
Mike
sat
Yanek
there,
show.
like fucking, it's that one. Like, we're just having a.
It's just
See,
selling
like-
beak outside the venue, just some guy with a
He
fucking...
was so obsessive. He's like, listen, John, when they grab you at the back, like, genuinely, mate, you've got it. I don't know what it is, but you've got it. I was sat there like,
He's beaming. Like, my wildest dreams have come true through the magic of Tinder.
Did you meet that girl on Tinder? Where did you meet that girl?
Bumble.
Bumble.
Yeah.
Oh, good
I
man.
was on all of them, man. You've got to be on all of them to get your higher chances. You know what I mean?
Same.
I'm not good looking enough to operate on one dating app. You know what I mean? You've got to
I
put
don't-
all the
I
baits
never-
on
I
and
never-
try and catch one fish. You know what I mean?
I never got a chance to. I went on Plenty of Fish for a little bit and got nothing, no bites.
That sounds so
the rod
fucking
was
bad.
dry.
Sounds so fucking bad.
The rod
Plenty of fish.
was dry. I realize it sounds like I'm talking about my dick, but I'm talking about the metaphorical.
The blue balls.
Fish.
Baby, the blue balls.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
Worst date ever.
Worst date ever. So best date ever, obviously I win the best date of all time because I took my missus to Big Asda during the coronavirus. Remember? When everything was closed, I took her there, spent
That's
there
all
about
you could do.
2 hours, spent about 2 hours. Did some chores as well. I need the SD card, so I did some chores, did some shopping, did some actual shopping, and charmed the
SD
bejesus
card
out
for
of
the
her.
camera for when he gets the back. That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
After wooing her in the Big Asda.
Is that genuinely like?
That's a true story, yeah.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
be fair,
man.
I do get what you say. Like in lockdown,
There's
nothing
not
Where
much
else
I
you
could
gonna
do.
go?
Let's go to the Tesco.
Because it was
and
pissing
run
down,
around.
it was raining.
I'll put
It's
you in
very
the trolley.
creative. It's creative to do what you needed to do, but make it out that look. It's a big flex, that, isn't
To be
it?
hon- no.
I'm gonna entertain you in Asda.
An essential first date.
Yeah. To be honest with you, at
He
that
was
point,
doing a shift. That's all it was. He was stuck in the shelves.
Yeah, and one of the customers there didn't know we were on a date. They just kept following her around.
They just
Can I
call
help
me.
you with anything?
Yeah, I asked for date, not how you met her.
Yeah, I asked for dates. Dates, as in those like the raisins. I wanted the dates. I didn't want to.
Worst one. I don't know about worst one. I think if you're cheap, you know what I mean? Like if you... Oh, I knew a guy, listen to this. I knew a guy who used to lie. This is back in Bulgaria. He used to lie to girls. Like he used to go in front of very expensive cars. It's like, oh, take a picture of, with me with this car or whatever. So when he goes to like dating apps or whatever, he shows the girls like, oh, I have a Porsche, I have like super nice car. And they're like, let's meet this place, so and so. And she's like, okay. So she's waiting for him. He just gets out of the bus,
Yeah.
And there's like, where's
She's
the
expected to be picked up in a range.
Yeah, where is
and he
the-
just gets off the 433.
car? Yeah. It's like, oh, but I thought you coming with a car. He was like, nah, I don't have a car. And she was like, but, and I was like, I'm already here. And then if they say, fuck it, if they go on a date, then the chances are pretty good because they like him already. But
That's
if
a
they're
roll
like, nah,
of the dice, that though. Fake
I
flexing.
saw something on
Be arsed with
Twitter,
that.
and it was like, oh yeah, I drive a Mercedes on Tinder. And then it was like, oh, what Mercedes have you got? And it was just a Sprinter van.
all right. So before we go, I don't know how we're gonna judge this one. Jacob, what is your verdict?
I don't
What do you
think
think?
we
What
did
do you
anything,
think
did
is
we?
the? Huh?
We didn't
I
even
don't
vote.
think we debated anything, did we?
Well, we run out of time.
I would say, all right, worst day ever is an escape room. That's the worst day ever.
Worst, yes.
Yeah, I
'Cause
mean,
you go in trying to escape a room and you come out wanting to escape a relationship.
Yeah,
Because you want to fucking
yes,
kill
man.
each other.
I do
Good.
get that, to be fair. And also, like, I think if you, it's going to be very hard to convince a woman There's too many serial killer documentaries on Netflix, so you're not convincing a woman to come and lock yourself in a room. Do you know what I mean?
I thought the angle you were going with is like if you're good at getting out with solving cryptic puzzles, it makes you look like a serial killer as well. Because they all do crosswords, don't they?
I mean, I always went on like mini golf first dates. I don't know about you, and I saw
were you the Tiger Woods of fucking
we went
Jungle
to mini
Rumble?
golf and you were really good at it, and it was a red flag. I was like, my bad, because I've just been on fucking. Yeah,
So what do you think
that
then
many.
is the best one? Best one.
Best date, I
we can
think.
wrap up.
I just think a meal. Go for a nice meal. You chat, converse, eat tasty food.
Wank in the fucking
Wank in the bars. Fucking
No
wine
blue
dine.
balls.
Yeah.
No blue balls. Don't send
you do
pictures
learn a
to
lot
the
about
GP.
person. Like if she's doing all this to a waiter, I'll just fucking bury
Yeah.
him under the patio.
Yeah.
'Cause what a
Jesus
dreadful
Christ.
human being. Do you know when
Fucking-
they're like so rude to waiters that immediately you're just like, no,
Red flag.
let's
Yeah.
not have this conversation anymore.
You and James Corden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If your missus is James Corden, it's a red flag.
Sack her off.
So what do you think is the best one then? Foreign country, I think you said.
Yeah, just
Foreign country.
go away. Take
Yeah.
him to a remote island.
No.
Very serial killer vibes over here.
Straight away, yeah. Do you want to board a flight? That is not how you open.
Tinder swindler. Okay, Jacob, how about you? What do you think is the best and worst one?
Well, I
Yoga
think,
class.
I think going on holiday is the worst because what if you don't like him and you're stuck on holiday with him?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I mean, that's my fucking worst.
No, it
day.
depends how long your holiday is. Me and Beth went away for a day recently. Genuinely. We went to-
Recently, when you've been together 4 years or something. We're
Yeah.
talking about dates at like the beginning, first date.
No, it wasn't a date, but we went to Menorca for a day.
But
It was a fun time.
Was that your first date though?
No, this was about 2 weeks ago.
we're talking.
But
Bro,
you can still go
haven't.
for a day.
I don't know if there's
You're not stuck with
anything
them.
that says you're about to get murdered more than do you want to go to Menorca for the day? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you want to go on holiday
Found
for
a really
one day?
secluded beach.
Yeah. I'm going to go for 5, but you're going to go for 1.
No,
Alright.
you will be there forever.
Under the patio. Good. We wrapped it up nicely. We wrapped it up nicely.
pleasant.
All right, Jacob, what do you think is the best one then? Best date of all time?
Best date.
First or whatever. Best date, yeah.
Whatever requires a little commitment as possible. Going for a drink, going for a bite
Good.
to eat.
See, here you
Yeah.
go. He doesn't like to put a lot of effort. Unless it's for podcasting. Book a session at Liverpool Podcast Studio. Jacob will care for you, look after you.
Imagine a first date where you record a podcast. That'd be so fucking horrible.
That's a good idea, man. That
Don't
is a
give
good
him
idea.
ideas.
That's a good idea.
You can have go on the arcade machine if you want.
Well, in 2 weeks, I'm having my missus on, so that'll be fun. Let's see. Okay, hold on. We wrapped up this section. We did great, okay? Now, first section, we need to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. 18 minutes to go. Let's go. It's called You Get a Segment. Now, guys, I explained the segments to you off camera. You can make a selection, and then I explain to the audience, and we crack on, okay? 4 segments to choose from this week. Okay, so you can play Straight to Jail, The Worst, Would You Rather, Extreme Edition, or Plan Your Funeral. What do you want to play this week? Spread Negativity Podcast.
Do we only do one?
Yeah, if we have time, we could do more.
Okay.
I want to do the worst.
The worst. Okay, so you have 4 questions. You can choose whichever you want, or you can add your own. Okay, so the worst item you spend money on, the worst teacher, the worst food you've ever had, or the worst movie you've ever seen. I can repeat.
You've already told your movie one, Blue Crush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure what that
Already
is the
done.
answer, yeah.
Item you spend money for,
I've got a good
teacher,
one for that.
or food
Yeah,
you've ever had.
take the lead.
Is that
Go
all
on.
right? I've got a good one for the worst
Yeah.
thing I've ever bought. So I used to be a barber back in the day, and when lockdown hit, obviously no one had any money, and I sort of became not fucking hell, no one had any work rather, not money, and I became obsessed with like trying to learn new skills in lockdown. I wanted to just come out of lockdown a bit brighter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than my
I just played
2 wattage.
Red Dead Redemption 2. I played so many
To
video
be fair,
games.
it looks like a sick game.
It was sick, yeah.
So I basically there's like this thing you can get. It's called a hair replacement system, right? And
Okay.
if you're going bald, you shave your head, and then you can like just put on this like replacement wig, and it stays on for like 6 months. But to fit these, it'll cost you like to have it done about £700. So to fit them from a barber perspective is really wise.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's a fucking good earner.
So how much would it cost
It's
you
quite
to fit it?
what it'll come out of the £700 they pay, so it'll probably cost about 200. You make about 500 quid. It takes about 3 hours. So like, it's quite
What are we
it's
doing?
quite a premium thing because not many people do it. Right?
He looks like he could sell that. And we just have to learn how to do that. The 3 of us, we all go in.
This is it. I learned how to do it. I went on a day-long course, right? With genuinely, without exaggeration, one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever met in my life. he was a horrible, horrible racist scumbag. And he
I like him
me,
already.
Nice to see you, Mike. He
I
charged
was
me,
selling those wigs, wasn't I?
he charged me £500 for this day-long course, and I learned nothing. And he just kept calling the shop at the end of the road the name that is a, you know what I mean? You know the name, right?
Jesus.
And I learned nothing, right? So I learned how to do that, but like I say, it was £500. It was a day-long course. You need more than a day to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
Came out of lockdown, worked at the barbers for a month, and then got fired.
Fuck me, lad.
So it cost me £500, and I've never done anything.
Never
with
had
it.
an opportunity.
I know how to do it. I remember it was just one of those where you need a bit of practice. You can't do a one-day course. It needs to be a week or 2 weeks or something.
I assume it's not a common request in the barbers either.
No. But if you advertise it, people will come to you. Do you know what I mean? Because people are searching it. But like your everyday Jacob isn't gonna.
Oh, he's got a fucking luscious head of hair.
Yeah.
That's what everyone says.
That is wild, man.
I'm waiting for
Crazy.
the yolk flask to come.
No, I like your hair. Just being nice.
Fucking Tory hair over there, mate.
That is fucking wild, man. Have you ever seen anybody get one of those?
Yeah, one of my friends had it,
Do they
which
put
is
like
how I
glue?
knew.
I think I've seen.
Yeah.
YouTube
One
videos.
of my friends, he's actually Portuguese, which
Really?
there's no relevance to
Yeah, I was
because you're Bulgarian.
That's why it's on the
I
other
brought it
part
up
of Europe.
because
That's
it's
fine.
a lot less taboo in like European countries.
Is it?
So he's Portuguese, he had one, and then he's actually gone back to Portugal now, and he fits them there, and it's all like cool and stuff.
Mike does look give off Portuguese.
I'm from everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm that guy who was selling the wigs as well. I'm from everywhere.
Yeah, I'd buy one.
So hold on. It lasts 6 months?
Yeah, but you have to take it off like every 2 weeks to clean it and stuff. And
What? I
You
thought
just
it was
shave
with
what
glue.
grew. But you shave what grew underneath and stuff, and yeah. Like I said, I didn't learn that much about it.
What the fuck? That seems like so much hassle, you know?
I know.
Just like your fucked up wig one day. You go on. That's a horrible first date right there. You go and your wig is all fucking pushed back or whatever, you know? Just
There was
like
a picture of a guy on like the fucking main stand at Anfield, and it had come up on one side of the back. Did you see it?
That's the people are really ashamed of losing hair, aren't
Yeah,
they?
that's what I mean. It's so taboo here. But my friend who lives in Portugal was saying that like if you've got curly hair, for instance, and you're not happy with it, people will just get that fitted and then have straight hair, or like vice versa.
But would you not just shave? I just go with it and shave the head. I reckon I'd look good with an upside down head, me. Beard, bald head. I'd just embrace it. There's nothing worse than when you see the egg in the nest. Do the hair on the side, the egg on the top in the nest. It's just the worst do ever. And there's people who try and comb it over and hide it. Just
Proper
embrace
Homer
it, man.
Simpson.
Be yourself.
But yeah, £500, and I never did anything with it at all.
That's crazy, man.
And genuinely, every time I look at my bank account, I regret that money. Not that I would have it now; I'd have spent it on other shit. But like,
Hold on. How
my
about this
God,
though?
it makes
If
me
we
mad.
how
and the fact that he had it, that horrible racist piece of shit. I'm sorry for interrupting,
that's
but
fine.
the fact that I gave it to him is more annoying.
Yeah.
If it had been like a company, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It was my own fault. I didn't. But he just ripped me off. He didn't really teach me anything, and he was a horrid person.
Yeah, that's
He
the
was
worst, man.
awful. Awful.
I feel like Mike just doesn't want to talk about this subject because we're just going to draw attention to the fact he's got one fitted.
It does look like proper Lego hair.
The more I look at it, the more still it is. The
doesn't
less.
move,
Oh,
does it?
okay, all right. Well, I moved a lot then.
How about
actually.
this? If how
so
much
would
are
the
these
system,
wigs?
yeah.
You Donald Trump in it there, lad.
Aaron, how much are these wigs? How much are that?
I think it's like £200 to buy
That's
it.
expensive. I was about to say, if we find you a person with no hair, can we do like a little?
Well, this is it.
podcast
I
where you can
demonstration.
fit it?
I
Where you
don't
can fit
know
it?
how to do them properly.
Oh,
That's what I
damn
mean.
it.
He just ripped me off.
Yeah.
Like, I needed more time to learn
Do
it
you
properly.
have an
So I
item,
start
or should we
charging
talk
people,
about? Do you have an item?
What were the other worst things?
Well, teacher or meal? I mean, we did the movie already.
meal, the worst
Go
thing
on.
I've ever eaten.
Go on.
So I struggle to talk about this because
don't tell the story. It makes me sad. You talked about it and I was, and honestly,
Make
I
sure
wanted to
it's
kill
funny.
myself.
As long as it's funny. Do I need to jump in? Do I need to save you, Liam Tuffy?
I don't know.
I want to coast this episode. I had a wank today before I came here. Genuinely. I had blue balls.
Blue
Blue
balls.
balls. That's why I'm so relaxed. They're late with 10 minutes. I'm not even pissed off, ladies and gentlemen, because all the anger is just, they are
He's not
flushed
pissed
away.
off, but he has mentioned it 7 times.
So listen, I want to coast today. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like being funny.
So I went to Budapest.
If I need to save, I'll jump and go.
I went to Budapest. And I went to the food markets. I was really looking forward to trying like sort of local cuisine. I like to do that if I'm abroad. Don't go abroad much, but when I do, I like to try and eat what the locals eat. And I don't care if I don't know what it's called or what it is. I'll just go in. I want to get immersed in the culture. And I went to this to like a stand. They had all sorts of stuff, kind of like stewed things, and it looked like this kind of like sausage-based stew with a bunch of cheese on the top of it. Man. And I went up to the guy and I said, "Excuse me, what's this?" And he just went, "Ice cream." And I thought, well,
ice cream?
Well, obviously it's not. But I was like, is he trying to make a joke, or is he like? He looked angry when he said it. Does he hate foreigners? Like, is he fucking with me? What's going on? And I was like, yeah, I'll just have some of that then, please, mate. And he put it in the bowl, and there's like kind of sausage looking things in it. And when I put it, hey, I'm so sorry, but when you're about to vomit and you feel like the saliva in your mouth, this like I genuinely get all these feelings when I think about it, because I put this thing in my mouth, this jelly like sausage, and I just couldn't shake the fact I was eating something's dick. It just tasted like it was some sort of dick. I don't know, but I feel like I ate something's dick, and that meal haunts me to this day.
Why have I heard this story twice?
I can taste it now.
Did young Joe Rogan jump out of nowhere and be like, "You're on Fear Factor Eastern Europe, Liam Tuffy"?
I wish, because then there would have been a chance I might have won some fucking money. I didn't win anything.
Oh my God.
Other than the lack of respect from Aaron every time I bring it up.
It just makes me feel so
Are you
sad
weird
for
with
you.
vomit? Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan of it. Is anyone?
It knocked me. Well, that's a fair point.
Have you ever asked anyone that question and gone, no, I quite like it. Quite enjoy it.
It turns me stomach. Like,
maybe that guy with the wigs, the racist, maybe he likes it. Hey, we saved it, ladies and gentlemen.
Did we?
Going down, but we fucking saved it, man. Tell me, Liam, so was that it? Was that the story?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I thought I had something.
Was there ice cream there? Was no ice cream?
There was no ice cream in the dish. I can confirm that. I mean, the big warning sign that there was no ice cream in it is that it was covered in fucking cheese. So,
Budapest, did you enjoy it overall? Was it good?
No.
Could have been shredded.
No, it was the worst thing I'd ever eaten. I don't know what else. In terms of worst meals, I mean, I'll eat anything, but that's the only thing that's proper knocked me.
All right, listen to this. Straight to jail. Would you rather extreme edition or plan your funeral? Because we finished this. We have 9 more minutes.
What's straight to jail?
Straight to jail that's very simple. If you're a dictator of your own country, which behavior would you make punishable by jail? Obviously, it's a comedy show. Keep it light. I'll give you an example. For me, people who wear flip-flops on airplanes, those people should be locked in a cage if I was a dictator.
What?
Because come on, that much plastic, cheap plastic separating you from the earth. It's disgusting. Nobody wants to see your funky ass toes. It's airplane. Like you're not going to the fucking store to pick up bread. It's a bit of an experience. You got to dress up.
You take your shoes off and leave your socks on?
It's okay if you're going to the store to pick up bread. You can wear flip flops when you're outside on the concrete.
It is a pressurized cabin. No one wants toe pressure all up in there.
There's some people with like.
How would that change? What do you mean?
It's a fucking condensed.
I'm familiar with it, but like I don't understand.
A plane. You take girls on first dates.
Yeah. But like it doesn't like. Nothing happens.
I just don't. I kind of get what
someone's got like. Okay, there'll be somebody on the plane wearing shorts with no underwear.
Yeah, they should be in a cage as well. Those people.
But like,
that's not too bad. You're wearing shorts still. You've got.
Come on, it's an airplane. Have some class, Britain, for fuck's sakes.
Who's wearing a suit and tie on a plane?
Have some fucking class. British people, I just want to be comfortable, lad. You know what I'm saying? They go to
I'm on a plane, bro, we're broke, okay? If we're on a plane, it's Ryanair, we're doing everything we can to make it
Of course it's Ryanair. That's why you dress up to fool the peasants that you have some money. You don't go dressed as a slob.
What are you talking about? If you have money, you're not on Ryanair.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than being the only suited and booted person
if anything,
Ryanair.
No,
if anything, I see a guy in a suit, I'm like, okay, which country is he flying back to go to jail? It looks like he's just been in court.
Okay, so listen.
You know what I mean? Like
he's angry we're talking about.
Of course I'm angry. The game is you need not to analyze my example. I sent you all the stuff. Why didn't you read it for fuck's sake?
There's so much structure for no reason.
Of course it is. I sent you the stuff. You didn't read it. And now you're trying to analyze my example. Because he just asked me, what's straight to jail?
I didn't know that you were going to give an example and then we have to ignore it. I thought that I
that's
thought it was going to open the conversation up a little bit. I thought... Okay.
Are we going to do this?
Sure.
Go on.
Belligerent podcast hosts.
What's a belligerent? What does that mean?
The way you're being right now. No, I'm only joking.
Oh shit, let me up. I don't know what that word means genuinely. I genuinely don't know. People who use big words on me, take us straight to jail. Here you go. Yo, right back at you, Leo Tuffy. Let's go, man. Are we playing this game or not? Fucking okay, tell me, Aaron, if you're a dictator of your own country, what type of behavior will be jailable offense?
You go first, Liam.
I don't like.
If you read, you know exactly, and you have plenty of time to prepare. That's why I send the stuff in advance.
You sent it at 5 p.m.
No, I didn't.
Mate, he's wearing sunglasses and I saw the anger in his eyes behind them. You said to me...
First time I got pissed off on this podcast, baby. Straight to jail. Hey, Jacob, fucking hell, lad. Being late, changing at the last moment. Come on, man, let's go. We're almost there, 6 minutes. Come on.
All right.
Let's cross that finish line.
Do you know what I would make punishable? Straight to jail as I'm a dictator?
Yeah.
Lateness. I think it's absolutely disgusting when people don't turn up to appointments on time.
But you were late last time we did this episode, remember?
I was late this time.
This time as well.
No, I think it's when you don't appreciate everyone else's time.
I completely agree. Yeah. So you will be in jail for a very long time.
And I deserve it. I'm not proud of myself, Mike. I didn't do it on purpose.
You get a 6-pack. If nothing else, you're going to
Do you reckon as if I would put that time in, I would be reading and I would be wanking.
You have a life sentence. You have a life sentence. You have plenty of time because you're always late. So you have plenty of time to do the 6-pack.
That says a lot about you, innit? That if you've got a life sentence in prison and you still don't want to exercise, that's the type of person I am. No, that's what I would make straight to jail, lateness.
What are you going to do in jail? You're just going to read? And what did you say the other one? Wank.
No, I reckon that I've got enough in the bank to build a decent commissary.
In the bank?
Yeah. Because it's, fucking... You get your own money in prison, don't you? People pay the money. That's what I mean. I've got enough in my personal savings that I feel like I could get my wife, because I've got a wife now. She can't just fuck off if she wants to. She'll be, well, I think she can. But I'd have to sign some paperwork.
Ever got divorced, Liam. That's never happened.
She can just, send me the money. I will start buying packet noodles and I will build an empire. I will run the prison on packet noodles.
Sorry to bring it back, but I thought that you mean wank bank. Because you have plenty, and then we're talking about wanking. And I thought you mean like you have wank bank, because there's no internet, you're probably not going to have TV.
But there'll be magazines, I'm sure.
Magazines? Not in my fuck. Oh, hold on. But hold on, you're the dictator. Why are you going to go to your
Not in my prison, he's saying.
I was about to say in my prison.
Magazines, not in mine.
Yeah, but I remember that you're the dictator, so why would you go?
Because I fucked up and I made the
legislation. You didn't pay attention, bro. You were late when they were when they were voting the laws. You were late, and that's why they got fucked up.
I follow my own laws.
How about you, Aaron?
I said it before, just people that are rude to like any like sort of retail staff. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking Karens. You know what I mean? Like old Karens. I'd love to see them in prison. Like you're a 50-year-old woman. You've been a little knob. You didn't know because you don't look at the news enough. You didn't know there's a new dictator, and he's just said that because you're being a knob because they don't have a size small.
Yeah.
Who's
worse though, the person who's rude to the staff member, or everyone else who just watches and does nothing about it?
Well, what are they supposed to do? Are you going to jump and start fighting people? I mean,
yeah.
Just chin an old woman.
So somebody's complaining that their fries are cold, and Liam just like rugby tackles a fucking 55-year-old middle-class white woman. Here you go, fucking Susan. Just like being
like I told you in the last episode, lift from up. Under,
you
take it down.
Yeah. What are you gonna do, bro?
I think you need to speak up. That's the problem. Everyone's quick to get the phone out and start recording.
Yeah, because you can sell it to the Daily Mail for 25 quid. Don't ask me how I know that.
That's a very precise number.
No, you can sell it for World Star Hip Hop.
I think some people film stuff like that though, just so that, if it went too far, that person's then accountable. If nobody filmed it, then... Yeah. Because you see it all the time with like fucking road rage. And people are going absolutely insane. And if no one was filming it, now we wouldn't be able to get this man done for assault.
Fair point. I didn't consider that.
I hate when people bring logic into the show. You know what I mean? Just analyzing everything. Fucking hell, man.
Have we done anything right today? I don't think we have.
Explaining how a plane works. It's a closed-off thing, bro. Fucking hell, man. All right. So listen, before we go, last question.
He's so obsessed with it being funny, he doesn't give it room to be funny. Do you know what I mean? Like he gets so angry before we can make it funny that we're just moving on.
We have only 40 minutes. 30 in your case because you're late. No, I'm joking. Listen, I gotta roast you a little bit, bro. That's what happened.
I can take.
I need to send a message. Listen, you know how Vlad the Impaler, from Romania, what he did?
Dracula.
Yeah, Dracula. What he did when he killed his enemies and spiked their heads in front of the castle. So when other tribes tried to invade, he sent a message. That's what I do in podcasting form. Okay, I need to send a message, people not to be late. So that's how I spike your head.
Is that going to be the thumbnail? You holding 2 spikes with our heads on it.
Yes. So I need to send a message so people will be like, hey, don't fuck with Mike Yanek. I gotta be on time.
And that's why I put myself in prison because it's deserved, mate. Because we did.
Good.
Yeah.
I love his logic that his guests watch the show.
I would watch.
He's a patron. What are you talking about? One of the 7 people. I know them by name now. Gonna build that militia, bro. We're coming. Bro. You know what I'm saying? So listen, we need to wrap up. I want you. Thank you so much for being here. Obviously, it's just jokes and you know.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, man. I love you guys, even though you're late. We're just busting each other's mouths. You know what I'm saying?
This is just the whole fucking episode is just been us talking. Us getting flack for being late.
Yeah, of course. You're late 10 minutes, bro. What do you want?
It was 9. It's not important, is it?
No, it's okay. It's okay. I love you guys. It's fine. Now, in this camera, plug anything you want to plug in. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Spread Negativity Pod on our socials, except for Twitter, it's S Negativity Pod. And yeah, we can be found on YouTube and everywhere you get your podcasts. And we're always on time for hours.
At Liam Tuffy Comedy.
Thanks so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Patreon.com/mikeyanek. Bonus episode and all that good stuff at Mike Yanek on social media. Follow me. Open the windows. Tell the world about this podcast. Kiss your grandma. See you next week. Love you. Bye. Pew.